Hello YouTube and welcome to another general vlog video. Isn't this a familiar looking sight? Yeah. So you guys just bear with me. We will get it done. It's dry enough now. Now I still have some spots that are kind of wet, like that one. You know, it's still pliable, but for the most part, whatever's on this side where we're going to be working at is okay. And what I was talking about, I'll take this about wore out sanding block and I'll go down these edges just lightly. Until I get a nice rounded but yet sharp edge, if that makes any sense. And if that doesn't do it, like if you got bigger spots, you can always take your putty knife and just kind of scrape it. You can see that stuff there falling off. Just turn it sideways and scrape it. This is an unfinished edge back here because this side will probably have trim around it because it's out in my garage or out in my workshop. But you just want to, you know, same thing over here. You just kind of want to go up and down, you know, put a little bit of pressure on it. That way it rounds nicely. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit everything just lightly because I'm going to lightly retexture over everything. And I'll explain that here in just a second. I'm going to do this edge. Okay, that all turned out good. And you can see, you know, some of it's still wet, especially on the back side of it. So let's get you down here and I'll show you that plug cover. As you can see, you can't see that plug cover yet or anymore. But see the grayness here? That's where it's not quite dry. So in order to go over this, I want to do it very lightly. And mostly down in here, just to get that one ridge out. Now that I've done that, I want a little more over here. Now that I've done that, now it's ready for the final texture. Now normally I don't have to final texture anything. Let's bring you guys up here. I'm going to work up top. Normally I do not have to final texture everything. If you guys watched my past videos of working in the kitchen and the bathroom and the back bedroom, but trying to blend this, I want to do as well as I possibly can because I don't want it to look like an afterthought. I don't want it to look like, you know, well, he built the place and then changed his mind and, you know, see, that's still just a little bit wet. But it was good enough to get it down to accept new texture. And like I said, on these edges, you're just basically going down front and back, side to side, edge to edge. And we're just kind of popping it in there real quick. It's not supposed to be perfect because it is texture. But if I can give myself, you know, 5 minutes worth of work and an outcome that I'm exactly happy with, then of course that's what I'm going to do. And this is the back edge that faces the shed, the workshop. Got one little spot here that I want to work on. And that's just me tapping out my sander, my sanding block. So anyways, that's where we're at right now. So let me get this all prepared and I'll bring you back when we're going to do the final texturing. We'll let it dry. I'm already working on the door. I'll explain more to that. I got a little bit too much right there, I think. So I want to get it sanded down. That feels beautiful now. So I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll bring you back when we're getting ready to texture. Okay, and just like that, it's time. Both hands. I'm going to spread everything on very thin, and then go back over it again and again and again until I get it exactly the thickness that I want, because this time is my final time. And I'm only going to go down, probably about that far right there. We didn't put much on. Now we're going to start texturing. Minding our texture, you know. Knowing exactly what's the outcoming pattern that we want. Well, actually no pattern, we already know that. But smoothness, consistency, and I'm very happy with that. So now that we've done that, let's get over here and do the outside here just one more time. Like I said, we're just going to focus on this edge for right this second. And get this edge looking good. That's what we're after. This all to me looks pretty good over in here. So let me get down in here and do a little bit of this edge. We're going to come down about as far as we were on the other one. And then we're going to blend it all in. Well, we'll take some of that back off. Then we're going to start blending it all in. The edge, it's going to have a few little bigger spots that we'll have to final sand. Like right here, I can see I don't like that. But other than that, I am happy with that. So if I could get the hole around the door to look like that, then I will be happy. No voids, no little air pockets, which is what I'm dealing with right now. Just trying to get this little air pocket closed in. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and do the top while we're right here. Yeah, you guys can see that. So we're going to do the top outer edge and try not to get any up on the ceiling. And if you do, even after it dries, you can wipe it off pretty much with a wet washcloth. But I'm going to put it all on there, and I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to take most of it all back off, because we're just doing a very thin skim coat. But now I'll try for some type of a swirl pattern. I got a little bit right there I don't like. There we go. We'll try for some type of a little swirl pattern. Just like that, all the way down. And now once I work on this top and I get that edge, we'll be good to go. So let me get a little bit accomplished and I'll bring you right back. If I can turn this off. Okay, and we are back. And now we're going to, I went ahead and took that plug cover off right there. And I'll explain that to you. Basically what I don't want it to look like is that I tried to plaster around that plug cover. You know, I want it to blend in. And if I'm just going around that plug cover, it's not going to look like I blended it in. It's going to look like I went around that plug cover. So I just kind of took the plug cover off, and now we'll just kind of texture right around it. And kind of try to match your outside ones. And what I mean by that is the ones this way. Like, see, I can see that my hand went this way, this way, this way. So, and that's what I'm trying to match. and kind of blend it on out. I'm over exaggerating, of course, but you know, just kind of try to blend it on out. Now this way up here, I was going this way. So, you know, just kind of trying to blend it in. I was afraid if not, it was going to look like exactly what I did. I just want to round that plug cover. So, let me wash my hands real quick. Okay, and by the way, I don't know if I told you guys, but I think this is like episode 7 on this stupid door. I'm getting kind of burnt out on it. Everything was going perfect up until my last video, which should be number 6. It just seemed like everything started going wrong and it wasn't looking right. And I knew, you know, it was late. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I knew I just needed to board it up and walk away. Well, by boarding it up, I pushed some of the wet spackling, texturing, and anyways, you know, you can have excuses for days. And excuse me, I'm just happening to see little spots there I want to take care of, and I'm wiping it on my wall out here. Wet cloth will take it off, but it's out in my workshop. I don't really care. So basically what had happened was I just wasn't happy with the way it looked. But now let's get you guys back here and I'll let you guys see. Up here looks nice. Now, yeah, I still have to do my edges with sanding once I'm all done. A little thick right there. And see, I can't stop touching things. And I done messed it all up. Of course. There. Now, I need to learn to leave well enough alone while it's still drying. And once it dries, then I can come back and do what I need to do. But if you look at all of it up there, it looks good. It looks good on this side. You no longer see that plug at all. Over there looks good. I'm happy with all of that. Inside, let's try to get you guys over here where you can see. Inside there looks good. Inside there looks good. You don't really see that plate that I put in up here, which was in this area. You can't really see it or anything, so I'm happy with that. I still got fairly square measurements. And what I mean by fairly is we started out with perfectly level and square, but by adding texture, and you know, you can take a 16th off or something. But it's all still good. But now let's talk about the door. Do you guys remember the door? Let me bring you out here just to kind of show you real quick, and then we'll pop right back in here. Can you see the door right there? You see it's in clamps? Well, let me tell you what happened. I'm not really sure what happened. It could have or could have not been my fault. I noticed when I got it home, it was leaned up out here, and I noticed it had a warp to it. A bow. Not extremely bad, but considering I want an airtight seal between there and here because of welding, because of painting, because of coolness, you know, any type of smells that come out of workshop, I do not want them into the house. So I turned the bow to where it was heaped up, you know, about like this, and I put some weight on it to bring it back down to flat. About 3 days later, it still hadn't done it. So last night, in the mix of everything that was going wrong on here that you guys seen on video, I decided to lay 2 2x4s, lay the door on that, and put a jack on it, barely putting pressure on it to get a little bit of more backwards bow to get that bow out. Well, the door snapped, both sides. And basically by the door snapping, if you ever seen the inside of a door, and I don't have anything in here really to show you, but basically on the outsides of the doors, I got to be able to find something, right? Okay, let's just use this right here. Let's say that this right here is the door. Okay, you can see that door, but a lot bigger, and you know, it'll hinge any way you want it. Inside the door, this is an outside, this is an inside. You have wood inside, and then you have another layer of like this wood right here on the outside, and those are the ribs all the way around it. Well, they were splined together because when these doors are made, you know, they use pieces and scraps or whatever, and they spline the doors like this, kind of like a finger lock. And one of those had given away. It didn't really break, it's just the glue had given away on both sides. And then the laminate on each side, which is a 6 panel, had given away a little bit. So I didn't know what to do, and the store where I bought it from, they're not open again until Friday. And I'm like, geez, what do? I want to get this done. I'm tired of this. I'm done. I'm over it. So, and I also just happened to look up there, and maybe I need to get rid of this and go out with that so it don't look like I textured around it. But that squirrel, I lost train of thought there. Anyway, so today I looked at the door, and it was a lot straighter, even though the curves or whatever they're called were misaligned. Sometimes when you got a broken bone and it's curved and it heals that way, in order for them to get that straightened back out, they got to re-break it. And that's, I think, basically what happened to this door. Now I have a nice straight door on this side. I have to let it dry. I just did this about, well, when I first started the video for you guys was only 16 minutes ago, but for me it was about an hour or so ago. Hour and a half, actually. I'm looking up at the clock. So I want to let it dry 3 or 4 hours, and I want to flip it and do the other side, and I think the door will turn out fine. Was another thing I noticed that this door has already been cut down this way, from side to side. And I don't have much more to be able to cut down. But fortunately, I only need to cut down about I'm going to say the width of a saw blade, just to be comfortable. I'll go just a little bit. I'll probably go width of a saw blade on both sides. And that will allow me and assure me that it will fit perfect. And then I still have to do the up and down. So right now I'm on schedule where I wanted to be last night. Now we'll look down here and I'll show you, I still haven't done the carpet down here, which I still have to do. And I need to close my bucket up. But with everything wet, I don't want to take a chance. I've got everything to where I'm 95% happy with it. And the rest I can do with sanding when it's all dried. So I don't really want to mess it up. Although I can see on top of this, I don't like that. So I'm going to run just a little bit different of a pattern. And now I like it. See how easy that is? You guys probably didn't see that, did you? But, and as it gets a little drier, it's a little easier to work with. It's not quite so wet. So now it is only 5:30 in the evening. So I can allow this to dry all night. And I can allow this side of the door to dry until, I'm going to say, 8 o'clock. I can flip it and glue it on the other side. And then, yeah, it's going to be a whole nother day before I get it done. Maybe. I might be able to get in here tonight and get the 3 coats of paint on it. It takes 3 coats because it'll suck in this a lot. It may only take 2, but I put 3 just to be safe. And I might even be able to get my carpet in. It all depends on how late I stay up and what I get done. But I've gotten too many videos out of this. A little 15-20 minute segments. It's taken me forever. This job should take me, if I bid this job, I'm going to be looking at an 8-hour job, a full day job. But now with filming, trying to do lights, not having the lights that I need because I'm blinding you guys and stuff, I've gone double, which has brought me into about 2 days. But we are really close at the end. Everything is working out good as of right now. I had to go back and fix some things, but I'm thankful that I did. I'm thankful that I took the extra 15-20 minutes and got this exactly the way that I wanted, and it looks so good now. When I get the paint on it, you're not even going to be you're going to think I did this from the day I built this place. So anyways, give us a thumbs up, please. Leave us a nice comment down below in the comment section. And go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you're notified every time. Well, in order to get notified every time, you got to go off to the right, click that bell notification, that bell icon, and click all. Then you'll be notified every single video that I post. And they do get better than this, and they might even get worse than this. But I'm trying, and I'm having a fun time at what I'm doing. So once again, this is a general vlog video. I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. And don't forget, whoa, that was my brakes. You couldn't hardly hear it. But that was my breaks. Share us on your social media platforms. Your YouTube, or not YouTube, YouTube's where you guys are watching me. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. Anything that you use social media wise, share us, please. It really helps us. Don't cost you a dime, and it really helps us. And once again, if you want to help me or any YouTuber, watch the ads. That, it doesn't cost you a dime. They're short ads, and it really helps us a whole lot. And we'll see you on the next video. Hope you have, and I'm going to say it again because I really mean it. Hope you have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. And this time we'll see you on the next video. And hey, I may have fixed my screw ups. I'm cool like that sometimes. But I'm still my own cameraman, so we got to get up close and personal. And I hope you guys have a great day.